actors and, getting a chance to be on set or what I love. So that's always the best part for me.
Hi there. I just wanted to know what inspired you to
Oh, you're not yet.
particularly women who aren't sure whether or not they want to get married. That's pretty odd.
Yeah. Well, my wife, she's a flight attendant. I think she said so well. She hates she's a flight attendant. So that's just sort of, the inspiration because, she's always going and has to travel. And I'm like, man, this is an interesting story. So, there's always, as writers, there's always, people around us that inspire us to write stories and things that happen or events. That's one of the things that inspired me to write this one is the fact that, just sitting there always traveling and I'm like, this is an interesting story. And I told her about the story before it was written. And she's like, yeah, that's cool, write it. So, and I sent it to Simeon, I sent it to Simeon to read, and I sent you this copy. I sent it to Ty, so, and from that point, it was written a while ago. And then I sent it to Dan Garcia, who was the producer, and he decided to make it.
What about for the short film? What was the inspiration for that?
For me, the inspiration was events from my life, that inspired me to do that. It was a journey that I had to literally go on to get to the place where I am today. So I was hoping that it would touch someone.
Question is for Tiffany. How long did it take you to write your short? And are you an actress first or a writer?
I'm an actress first. And as far as the short is concerned, before I actually wrote the short, I did like a 2-year mentorship, just kind of getting the idea of like the format of writing and everything. And that took me literally 2 days to write, but it was the rewriting process to get it to where it is today. That took like about a year, putting it down, picking it up, and things like that. It's all about the timing for me. Events that are happening in your life, it's all about timing that makes it beautiful,
I think
I have more of a comment. So, both of you believe that you have to rebuild relationships with your parents in order to pursue adult relationships in the future? That's what both of you seem to do with your parents.
I don't necessarily, I believe that's a good start. I believe also that some people may not have that opportunity. I feel that a lot of it is within. If you come to a resolve within, you can definitely, have the freedom to move forward in the direction you want to go. But, if you have that opportunity to rebuild with your parents, then that's great. But a lot of people don't get that opportunity. And fortunately, I did.
Was that an intentional correlation between the two films with the missing period?
No, it actually was not. No.
Yeah,
What was that question? Was that an intentional correlation between the two films with the missing period and rebuilding a relationship before moving on to a romantic relationship?
No, see, for me it was more like I wanted to deal with it because for human beings, right? We always like our subconscious make us, forces us to make some decisions that we don't even know we're making. It because of something that happened in the past.
Yeah.
So we have to like tap in, in order to like get to certain places in life, we have to tap into our subconscious mind in order to pull those things that's in the subconscious mind to our conscious mind in order to get over those things. So for her, for Nina, is the fact that those things were in her subconscious mind. She didn't know it until she met with the mom and she saw the relationship between the mom and the daughter, and that triggered to say, okay, maybe this is why I can't go on, and because because it was abandonment. So she had to see a relationship between Loretta Devine and Sharon Leo in order to go to her, confront her mom, and get that closure. Because what was going on in her subconscious mind, the thing with the oatmeal. It's like, why does she eat oatmeal? Because that's the last thing that she wants her mom about.
short film was shot in one day. Yeah, was it about like 10 hours? 10-hour set, yeah.
And also, okay, just make some, Black woman was a director, writer, producer, and this is an assistant director.
All my first project, so we're very, very proud, yeah, of what, came about.
My first question, well, it's not really a question. I just want to thank you guys for showcasing how beautiful Chicago is, because I got a chance to see Chicago in some ways that I never saw before. Since the cinematography was awesome.
Well,
The way you did it, I really appreciate it. But I got a question for Senior. I wanted to ask, what did this film, what did that do for you? Like, what did that, just basically, what did it do for you to be a part of this film, working with a lot of great actors and actresses?
It gave me a chance, and I'll say thank you to Mark again. It gave me a chance to really expand and spread my wings and really show, and to give me a chance to show what I can do, just a little bit, because I can do way more than that. But I'm saying Mark gave me a chance to work with some people, and when I met Monica Calhoun, and the first day I met her, she took time. And I was thinking about my personality, and God and my mother for my personality. And it gave me a chance to just be me, but then also showcase the talent that I have, along with the people that I admire and respect, and that I've watched over the past years. So now I got to stand up and work alongside them, as counterparts, and not me just admiring their work. And I got feedback from them on how they admired and liked my work. And I thank Mark for that opportunity, and even Tiffany for just giving me the opportunity to continue to grow as an actor and just share my talent with the world.
yeah, so to answer your question, for me it was, we were in LA for like a month, and we were just there, in pre-production. And then we shot the film in 9 days. It was like 9 days, When we were told the schedule, when we get out there and the schedule changed. I'm gonna tell you, like he's talking about, me giving him an opportunity, but when shooting this film was very difficult for us. And Stevie not being there, this film, I probably would have quit, because it was just very difficult. But thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, it's definitely one of the actors. I mean, all the actors were amazing to work with, from Brian White. I've been doing Monica for a long time. Loretta Devine. All the actors were absolutely amazing to work with. But sometimes, you can work with producers, and you all can bump heads. Yeah, and because at the end of the day, this it's not really
Sometimes the people with the money don't necessarily have the same passion and vision and love. And what you have to realize, if you're putting your money behind a story that someone wrote and you want them to direct it, that means that you believe in it to some extent. So you have to allow them to be a part of the process and do what they do, right? So in other words, sometimes you gotta open up your hands and you gotta let it go. Like you gotta let the baby walk, right? And Mark, and I got to see it, Mark wasn't given the opportunity to do that. This is the first time I had been a part of a project where the writer-director wasn't even in on the post-production. And that's, in my mind, unheard of. But like Mark said, we were there to uplift each other and hold each other up, and that Chicago connection, and it just showed me again how strong the bond is between me and him as brothers and us as Chicagoans, and how we can come together when we really, really want to.
just really appreciate the fact that you brought the teachings in there about learning how to eat to live. My sister and I, we are in the health and wellness business, and with the African American and the Hispanic, you know, diabetes, cancer, you know, that it's so important that we try to pay attention to our health. And, you know, adding nutrition in there, I really love that. Thank you.
First, kudos to y'all. I love it. Inspiration, each and every one of you all. Tiffany, what's next? And then for each of you all, can you just, whether you're actor, director, producer, give us your best advice for those who may be aspiring.
Well, for me, yeah, this is my first project, and I am actually in the works of writing, working on my feature film. It's actually complete, so I'm doing rewrites and everything, so that's what's next for me.
For me, as I'm working on this project, something different for me is a thriller that I'm really fighting to shoot in Chicago, because it's really a Chicago project. So I'm really fighting to have this film shot in Chicago. So it's called The House Behind the Tracks. And so I'm going to start shooting that in December this year. She's talking about from Milwaukee.
I would say that you would want to stay focused and stay determined and not to allow distractions to happen. Because when you know what your purpose in life is, it's funny how the devil will alter that by using distractions. So to move forward would be not to allow distractions to alter what you have going for you. And whatever you're planning on doing, whatever that may be.
Simple. Stay consistent and committed. Stay faithful and focused. And don't ever let somebody's opinion become your reality. And then you always got to do 3 things in life. Whether it's acting, work, kids, family, you got to pause, relax, and press forward. Because when you pause, you can see what's ahead. You can relax long enough to gain your composure, and you can press forward, leaving your mark of excellence on everything you do.
So I'm supposed to follow that. One, I would like to say congratulations to Tiffany. Amazing job. Love it. Love it. And let me just say, she said we did it in one day, but this lady came to work. She was behind the camera. She was in front of the camera. She did her thing. So love you. Very blessed to work with you. And I think that the easiest thing I can say is work hard and be a student to the game. You can never learn too much. I'm so blessed that God has connected with some amazing people up here. And so really that's the thing. Every day is learn something, work hard, be focused, be committed. Because you're only as good as you want to be. Nobody's going to give you anything if you're not willing to work hard for it. So.
Hi, I'm author Ramona Sapphire. I wanted to ask, do you ever consider works of other persons to produce or to consider?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he produced the short, so yeah.
Yeah, I produced other projects. I produced the short film with Tiffany. You know, I produced some stuff on a guy named Ricardo Eastlis, Chris Nolan. Yeah. I mean, if the project, I mean, you see this type of stuff. I like to, if it's like something that's positive, I'm definitely interested in things like that. But it has to be, in the right format, because I get a lot of stuff that come across my desk, and it's not properly formatted in the proper finding draft. If people want us to read that stuff, we can't read it because, it has to be formatted properly. Right, Cornell? I know it's late. If you all gotta go, hey,